What if I told you? Some people look at the idea of having kids the same way. Others look at running a marathon. Respect it, applaud it, but absolutely do not want to do it themselves. Let's talk about the psychology of people who don't want children. Mir Handjars, interessant, and no, it's not because they hate kids, weren't mature, or just need time. Sometimes the reason is much deeper, and honestly, way more relatable than people think. Probably seen this scenario. Someone asks, "So, when are you having kids?" And the person smiles like they've just been handed a bomb, with the timer counting down. People who don't want children often feel this pressure constantly. From family, society, movies, even from random aunties who treat your uterus or wallet like community property. But the psychology behind choosing a child-free life is actually backed by some solid reasons. Let's break them down. Reason to number one. They value freedom, not in a wild, reckless way, but in a peaceful, I want to sleep in on Sundays way. For many child-free people, freedom isn't about partying all night. It's about time, personal space, and not having every decision in life revolve around another human. They like the idea of traveling when they want, working on their own goals, eating cereal for dinner at 11 p.m., without being judged by a toddler who can't even tie their own shoes. It's not selfish. They simply know the lifestyle that makes them happiest. Reason for it too. They're hyper-aware of responsibility. Here's the twist. Most people who don't want kids actually take the idea of parenthood super seriously. They don't see kids as cute accessories or automatic life milestones. They see kids as a lifelong commitment, emotionally, financially, mentally. Some people avoid parenthood not because they can't handle responsibility, but because they understand it so deeply that they refuse to take it lightly. And honestly, that level of self-awareness is impressive. Reasons are to three. They grew up in environments that shaped their perspective. For some, childhood was tough. Maybe they had to grow up too fast, or they saw their parents struggle, or they experienced chaos they don't want to repeat. Choosing not to have children can be a form of breaking a cycle, a way of saying, I want life to be different. It's not fear, it's healing. Reason before, they simply don't feel the parent switch. And that's okay. Not everyone feels that natural pull toward parenting. Some people feel joy holding a baby. Others feel anxiety holding a baby like it's a tiny, fragile iPhone with no screen protector. Both reactions are normal. Just like some people love pets and some don't. Some people feel drawn to parenthood and some don't. It's a preference, not a personality flaw. Reason number 5. They're focused on different forms of meaning. Humans don't all follow the same purpose template. Some find meaning in raising children. Others find it in careers, creativity, relationships, helping others, or just living quietly and peacefully. People who choose the child-free path often build meaning in different, intentional ways. Mentorship, volunteering, creating things, or being the fun uncle or aunt who gives gifts and then disappears before the kid starts crying. Honestly, a very underrated life strategy. Voltaire. Reason number 6. They worry about the world. A lot. Climate change, economy, rising costs, unpredictable future. Some people look at all this and think, yeah, maybe bringing a new tiny human into this chaos is not the best idea. It's not pessimism. It's caution mixed with realism. And for some, that realism is louder than any societal pressure. But here's the interesting part. Most people who don't want kids aren't angry about it. They're not depressed about it. They're not confused or lost. They're simply sure. Sure about what they want. Sure about what they don't. And sure that happiness doesn't have to look the same for everyone. At the end of the day, Choosing not to have children isn't a rejection of life. It's a choice to live life differently. Some people build families. Some people build passions. Some people build peace. And the world needs all of them. So next time someone says they don't want kids, instead of asking, why not? And maybe ask, what makes you happiest? Because that answer will tell you everything. Thanks for watching. And if you enjoyed this breakdown of the psychology behind child-free life, hit like, subscribe, and tell me below. What's one thing people assume about you that isn't true? Sister,